Eritrean opposition group which announced to launch an armed struggle against the Eritrean government to topple Isaias Afwerki's government says that it wants to upgrade its presence in Ethiopia. Welcome to my views on news. Three news stories for you. First one is about the presence of an Eritrean opposition group uh, in Ethiopia, which is upgrading its presence. What does it mean? Secondly, uh, the construction of Ethiopian naval headquarters is ongoing, rather, it is being accelerated. A landlocked country is fully focused on building a strong navy. Thirdly, US has conducted strikes on a fuel port in Yemen. Is China helping Yemeni Houthi fighters in their missile attacks on Israel and US ships? Before I share details of these three news stories for you, let me make an announcement. From Friday, we start live chats. Friday, Saturday, Sunday are 3-day live chats we have. Tonight's live chat is special. Tonight at 1800 GMT usual time, I will speak in detail about disgruntled Tigray fighters. Where are they based? I have received some information which I want to share with you. Rumors going around about their actual location. Now, I have verified from some people. I trust them. I want to share details with you in tonight's live chat. So, looking forward to seeing you in tonight's live chat. Now, it's back to the three news stories. Firstly, Eritrean opposition group is upgrading its presence in Ethiopia. I think four Eritrean opposition groups are operating in Ethiopia. Rasado Red Sea Afar Democratic Organization has been operating in Ethiopia for decades. TPLF's EPRDF backed the formation of Rasado or backed the activities of Rasado in Ethiopia. It's based in Afar. Tegi transitional government in Eritrea, another group. Thirdly, EANC, Eritrean Afar National Congress, third group. It has its office in Samra, Afar. Fourthly, Brigade Nehamdo, which has its office in Addis Ababa. Brigade Nehamdo is the latest entry in Ethiopia, entry of Eritrean opposition groups. Brigade Nehamdo people opened their office in Addis Ababa a few weeks ago. I did a video. I shared some pictures with you showing Brigade Nehamdo members from their new office. In an interview, the Brigade Nehamdo people say that they're going to make their office in Addis Ababa their military headquarters for operations in Eritrea, obviously. It will serve as main military headquarters of Brigade Nehamdo of Eritrean opposition groups in Africa, it seems. There is no other confirmed large-scale public presence of Eritrean opposition groups anywhere in Africa. Only in Ethiopia are they operating freely. They have the backing of Ethiopian government. They have the backing of Ethiopian intelligence agency. They have the backing of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Now, Brigade Hamid announced to start armed struggle from Ethiopian territory against Eritrean government a few months ago, you can say. Over 2 months ago, they made this announcement. Any progress made so far? Well, the progress so far we have not been able to confirm. Why are there issues within the Brigade Hamado, issues between Brigade Hamado and the Ethiopian government? What is the reason? I'll do a separate video on that. So far, progress seems to be slow. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopia has accelerated the construction of a naval headquarters for its naval forces. The naval headquarters for the Ethiopian Navy is under construction in Janmida, which is in Addis Ababa. Construction work ongoing. Ethiopian Navy officers say that in coming months, hopefully, the headquarters will be inaugurated. Lots of money, Ethiopian taxpayers' money is going to military spending. ENDF built a state-of-the-art headquarters. It was inaugurated over a year ago. Prosperity Party has built a modern office as well in Addis Ababa. Now, naval headquarters is being built. Military buying modern weapons, drone manufacturing sites, small arms manufacturing sites being established. All that is happening because large chunk of the budget is going to military spending. Ethiopian military spending on the rise, while and when your military spending rises, obviously you have less money for development. You have less money for education, for health sectors, and this is what is happening in today's Ethiopia. The construction of the naval headquarters indicates that Ethiopian plan to gain access to sea is of very significance for the Ethiopian government. Government is fully focused. It wants to gain access to sea. Before that, it wants to establish its navy so that when it signs a deal with a neighboring country, its navy is in a ready position to be deployed to the port. That is why recruitment in navy ongoing, training of navy officers ongoing, new ships being bought, new uh, frigates are reportedly being considered to be bought. Why? Because government wants to be fully ready for the deployment of all these assets to the port, which government hopes to get through Somalia, Somaliland, or Eritrea in coming months. Lastly, viewers, US is continuing strikes on Houthi fighters. Trump government, when it came to power, said it won't start new wars, but Yemen seems to be an exception. Trump government has accelerated its air campaign against Houthi fighters. Why? Because Trump government is accusing Houthis of attacking US ships and other cargo ships which pass through the Gulf of Aden. Houthis support Palestinians, they support Gaza, Hamas of Gaza. 559 days have passed since Israeli bombardment on Gaza. Tens of thousands have been killed in Gaza. US protecting Israel. Israeli President Benjamin Netanyahu, Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu is wanted. International Criminal Court issued his arrest warrants, but arrest warrants are not being implemented. US backs Israel, Iran backs Houthis, Iran, US holding talks too for nuclear deal. Meanwhile, US trying to silence Houthis by carrying out attacks on Houthis' strategic sites in Yemen. A few hours ago, US conducted strikes on Ras Isa fuel port in Yemen. 17 port workers were killed in this strike. Civilians were killed, the port workers. including and some women were killed, including a pregnant woman, according to a statement issued by Houthi fighters. Meanwhile, US is accusing Chinese companies of providing satellite imagery to Houthi fighters, enabling them to carry out precision strikes on US ships uh, in the Red Sea. A Chinese company uh, which is uh, which is linked to Chinese military is providing this satellite imagery to Houthi fighters reportedly. Changguang satellite technology is being used by Houthi fighters. Changguang satellite imagery company is linked to Chinese military. Everything is under Chinese government control, by the way, in China. So if a Chinese satellite imagery company is helping Houthis, it means Chinese government is helping Houthis. By the way, US is also helping Israel. I mean, US satellite companies like Muxer and Skylab, Black uh, Black Lab and Black Sky and Muxer are American satellite imaging companies. They are supporting Israel, helping Israel in conduct precision strikes on fighters in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, etc. Chinese companies supporting Houthis. Maybe Houthis bought access to the package given by this Chinese satellite imaging company. That is why Houthis have been able to precisely hit U.S. ships and U.S. drones over the Red Sea. So this conflict between Houthis and U.S. is set to continue. It seems. If Iran and US reach some nuclear deal, we might see some de-escalation between US and Houthis of Yemen. Thanks for watching.